Hi friends, my name is Jamie and you are watching The Saltsistic. Okay, I've got Toby here today to help me talk about masking. So we're all, oh nope, we're talking about diabetic alerts all of a sudden. What is it? What is it? Can you show me? It's high? Okay, let's look. The rare, wild diabetic alert. Dude, it's low. Can you show me low? Oh, no, that's high. What is it? It might be going up, we don't know. He's still a little confused on low alerts. Okay, Tobes, let's go check. Excuse me. Okay, now that Toby has had his puppy party, and he's not on his bed. This is Toby's bed, by the way. Toby and Fraser, they sort of live on it lately, because my office is in here. There he is! Since Toby's had his puppy party and I now have my sugar, let's get back to masking. All right, so in this video, I would like to give you a few tips on how to make wearing a mask a little more comfortable. I've been wearing masks for 20 some odd years now, longer, and I have a few things that might help you out. So number one, let's talk about fit. Get you a mask that fits. Whatever that looks like for you, you're gonna want one that fits you. How do you know that a mask doesn't fit? Well, if you feel the need to constantly grab hold of that thing and readjust it, it doesn't fit. So let's talk about fit. A mask should cover your nose, start at maybe the top of your cheekbones and then go down to your jawline. It should not be cutting off your throat. You should not be feeling like you are hanging from a tree by your mask. It should be jawline, not throat, not trachea. You're not trying to kill yourself. You're just trying to cover your nose and mouth. So here's a mask that fits me. This mask is by a company called Vogue. There's actually a joke in the chronic illness community that how do you even know that you have a chronic illness if you don't own a Vogue mask? This is a dust mask. It is not going to filter out bacteria whatsoever, but it's a really cute little dust mask and it suits my purposes for not spreading droplets. So here we go. Here's the fit. Ta-da! You can see that it starts at my cheekbone and comes down to my jawline. And I can still swallow. I still see my cute little pudge that I'm getting down there. And it's not obstructing my swallowing at all. All right, so another tip is if you are out and you do feel the need to adjust your mask, don't touch this part of your mask. As a matter of fact, you want to touch the furthest away from your mask, from your mouth and nose as you possibly can get. So you want to use the bare minimum contact and just kind of give that thing a little adjustment, but don't grab it in the center because most of the masks that we are being encouraged to wear are masks like these. They're porous, they're breathable, they're not meant to filter out the coronavirus, they're just meant to stop your droplets, which means that they're porous. So you don't want the stuff from your hands getting onto your mask. Especially if you're wearing it all day. It's maybe not such a big deal if you're just running to the grocery store, you do a quick adjust, you pop that thing off and wash it right away. Tip number two, get yourself an antiperspirant. Get yourself a deodorant that is odorless and for sensitive skin. Make sure you mark it so that it is not the same deodorant that you are using on your armpits. But you can use deodorant, and I like to put it right at the top of my nose here, take it down, around, and on the top of my lips. So I just sort of make a little antiperspirant ring around my nose, which is going to reduce the amount of sweat that I get under there, and especially on the top of my lip, because that is so uncomfortable. All right, tip number three, for those of you who say that you feel just super claustrophobic in a mask, this is a good tip for you. One of the things we tend to do when we put masks on is we change the way we're breathing. All of a sudden, we're hyper aware of our breathing. And a lot of people tend to go with shorter, more rapid breaths. So they start, which of course creates heat inside your mask. It's going to make you sweat more and it's going to increase those claustrophobic feelings. So in order to combat that, essential oil roller. You don't have to use an essential oil roller. You can use like perfume, a scented lip gloss that you really like, anything like that. This will help a lot, because what you're going to do is you take the top off, whoop, and you're going to put just a tiny bit. I've got my little surgical mask to show you. We're just going to take a little tiny bit and just right on there. Like, you don't need a ton of this stuff at all. Or you just spritz it a little bit, goes a long way. If I have a reusable mask like this one that is harder to wash, I'm not going to put oil directly onto that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take maybe a little piece of cloth or a little piece of paper towel and put a little bit of this on that, and then just kind of tack it into my mask. What that does is, one, it creates a very pleasant sensory experience while you're masking. But the other thing it does is it encourages your body to slow its breathing, take deeper breaths, and take those breaths in through the nose. So, and this will help with that claustrophobic feeling. The body is an amazing thing, and we can completely change our body's responses to things by just changing the way that we breathe. So helping our bodies do that when we're not thinking about it is going to go a long way to being more comfortable while masking. All right, the next thing I have for you, tip number 4, this is a cooling skin balm. This one's one by Tola. I really like it. What I do is I put this in my purse. It's halfway through the day. I'm feeling hot, I'm feeling sweaty, my face is, pop it open, give a little whoop, and then put your thing right back on and stick it in my bag. And this is going to cool my skin down. It's been under that mask for a really long time. It's a very pleasant. Now, this tip is kind of a double-edged sword because it makes your masking better, but yes, you are touching your skin, which has been masked all day, could be kind of dirty, and you're touching it with this and then reusing it. Last tip is this beautiful thing. This is Feel Like Honeymoon by a company called Touch in Sol. It's a Korean-based beauty product. But what it does is it kind of makes your skin a little tacky. This is it's a wonderful primer. So if you don't have a good primer, this is a great one. But the other thing that it does is it does make your face just a little tacky. Not unbearably tacky, but if you can see, like, it's called honey for a reason. It's not going to be super sticky, but it is going to give your skin just a little bit of a tack. And if I know that I'm going to be in my mask all day long, one of the things is I take this and I go just around the outside of where my mask is going to be. It doesn't mess up my makeup because it's a primer, and it just kind of helps keep that mask in place so that I am not readjusting it all day, every day. And that's it. Those are all my tips for you today. Those are my tips for you. I hope that it's going to give somebody help and make your mask life a little bit more enjoyable. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Stay safe.